Hi guys, I'm back with a new video today. I'm going to be walking you through this set of four paintings that I painted a while back. It's on the theme of Kintsugi. I'll talk more about the theme behind the painting, my my inspiration, as well as walk you through the process of the painting as well. So let's get started. Kintsugi, which means to join with gold, is an old Japanese practice of repairing broken ceramic pieces with lacquer dusted or mixed with powdered gold, silver, or platinum. I first encountered this word long before I actually began my Japanese language studies, and my appreciation for this practice and the thought behind this art form has only grown since then. The art form, which is tied to the Japanese philosophy of wabi sabi, highlights the damage that has occurred to the ceramic objects instead of shunning it away, thereby turning it into a celebrated part of the object's history. As you can see, this video started with my sketches. So typically, when I'm working on a painting, I do like to sketch out an initial idea. Sometimes I will do it in my sketchbook, and sometimes I will do it on Procreate. Especially, I use Procreate especially if I want to test out multiple color combinations, or if I want to test out multiple compositions of the painting that I want to paint. But when I have a clearer idea of what I'm painting, I will typically do it in my sketchbook because I am more comfortable with traditional media than digital media. Going back to Kintsugi, the philosophy of wabi sabi itself is grounded in the embracing of the beauty of imperfection, transience, and authenticity. The art form further reinforces this idea by demonstrating that flaws in an object do not diminish its value. Each piece produced through the practice of kintsugi is unique because of the unique cracks they carry within them. In a similar vein, a person's scars do not diminish their value either, but rather make them unique and beautiful. With the chase for mass production in objects and a common aesthetic among people, Kintsugi is a reminder to all of us to appreciate the beauty of what makes us different. Through this set of four paintings, I wanted to showcase Kintsugi in humans. So I thought long and hard about what I thought would be the correct representation of the components of humans. Here you will see I use four specific motifs in the painting set. There's a bowl, there's the there's a person's face, hands reaching out, and lastly the heart. The practice of kintsugi is a great reminder of the fragility of human lives and the relationships that we have. In a world that is obsessed with youth and perfection, embracing this art form is a great way to embrace the ubiquitous quality of impermanence in human lives. The practice is a reminder to take all of life's events as part of the lived experience. The philosophy behind this art practice greatly resonated with me. As someone living with chronic conditions, the idea that there is a path forward is greatly reassuring in times of anxiety, and there is a way to find meaning despite imperfections and difficulties in life. Coming back to the paintings, the reason that I use these four motifs is because they represent different facets of what probably makes us humans. The bowl is a representation of everything that we are born with, be it our financial circumstances, be it our health. But these are things that have already been endowed to us upon our birth. The face represents a person's outer appearance, something which has become of increasingly greater value in the modern society that we live in. The two hands represent the connections that we forge, because at the end of the day, these connections are sort of your tangible link to the world that you live in. And lastly, we have the heart, which is a symbol for who we truly are within ourselves, how we perceive our own selves, and how we think about ourselves. It represents all the thoughts, all our inner fears, all our inner inhibitions, everything that truly makes us us. The practice of kintsugi is also difficult to quicken or streamline. It is impossible to get cracks by intention, and the beauty comes out of it despite whatever bad thing may have happened to it. Gently attending to each broken part, repairing it, and beautifying it takes time as well, sometimes up to 3 months. Similar to humans, isn't it? In a society that is increasingly more focused on efficiency, kintsugi remains as a reminder to slow down and enjoy the journey as well. This quadriptych is based on the idea of kintsugi and basically on this essay that I wrote and published on my blog as well. Through this art, I wanted to showcase the idea of kintsugi within the setting of self and relationships. For me, I view these imperfections in ourselves, in our circumstances, in the relationships that we have, and as well as our outer appearances to be beautiful things. So, to showcase the kintsugi aspect of this artwork, I've used these lovely golden pens from Posca. Uh, while the gold color in itself can be considered beautiful, I have further added details of flowers to reinforce how these imperfections truly make us beautiful. I've used the same pattern of flowers, and as you will see, the flowers themselves, the kintsugi in itself is also not a perfect flower, but that is the nature of finding beauty in imperfections. And in a similar way, this can apply to ourselves, our lives, and our relationships as well. I hope you enjoyed this video and the making of the Kintsugi quadriptych. It was an experimental piece that I wanted to work on, and I it definitely took me a long time to work through this artwork. I mean, it makes sense that an artwork titled Kintsugi would also take an equivalent amount of time to develop, and in that way, maybe it was in tune with the theme that I was working on. I've also recently spoken about Tansekwa in my blog as well, and I think that similar concept of just meditating upon the idea that you're working on shown through in Kintsugi as well. This was also a continuation of the work and the visual style exploration that I had started with the Pixel series. But of course, it's not completely in tandem with what I painted during the Pixel series and should be considered as a separate work of its own. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, And if you have any thoughts about the theme of this of these paintings or the paintings in itself, please feel free to drop a comment. I would love to read them. Thank you. Bye.